So with all those mutant hormones raging around set, how did it feel for the older, more mature members of the cast? Did you and Michael kind of feel a little bit like there were some young upstarts on the set? Did you feel a bit more
like
mature?
Old men?
I didn't use the OM combo.
Good, don't, okay?
I said mature, come on.
I'm still hip.
And it's a really horrible feeling when you suddenly realise that you think you're young and relevant, and then you're hanging out with 19-year-olds and you suddenly realise you're just old fogies.
But it's quite good fun, because, you know, I think this is probably the first set that I've been on where I'm not one of the kids.
Yeah.
Excuse me, would you mind if I just pour some Earl Grey tea?
Not at all.
Not being an old man or anything, but keeps me constant.
James was saying you kind of made him feel a bit old.
Trying to make him feel old?
Yeah, he was like all these young kids doing their thing.
No, he's just saying that. Mike and Fass were the ringleaders.
Now, if Kevin's playing a Bond-style baddie, that means someone needs to be 007. And it turns out I'm not the only one to think that. I have to say, you pulled off the James Bond look to a T.
Okay.
Have you already started talking about the 007 prequel, perhaps?
No, I haven't. Everybody's mentioning the James Bond thing, which is cool. Cheers. But for me, I mean, I didn't go okay. You know, I didn't have, like, James Bond playing in my trailer before I went on set or anything.
Of course you didn't, Fass. There was none of that sweaty business for the heavyweight members of the cast. They just had to wave a hand around. Can you explain this?
That different. That's not what I do.
Like this?
I don't do that either. I do that. It's two fingers.
This is why
man.
you're the profesh.
No. It was just in the comic books, and I didn't remember seeing it in the other X-Men movies, so I thought, come on, let's get some old school cred back.
Now, you were very good at this.
Right, yeah, thanks.
But how did you do that when you were in front of a green screen? How did you convince yourself? There's a massive satellite there.
Just the same way you're doing it now.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You just proved it there.
Why should people who aren't necessarily comic book geeks go and see the film? But let's do it maybe telepathically. You need to send it to me. I'm just doing this to receive it. It's just my crutch. What's that? A Professor X solo movie? I don't think that's going to happen.
They're definitely going to give Angela her own film, so that's going to happen.
Yeah, I heard whispers outside.
Yeah,
actually.
no, it's like Catwoman who.
Those guys might be dreaming solo spin-offs, but what I want to know is, will there be a prequel sequel? A pre-sequel? X-Men Second Class, maybe? You might need to work on that title, guys.
Well, we don't know what they're thinking, really. We've talked a little bit just in passing, but I don't think they know what they're thinking really yet. This one needs to make a mint, and if it doesn't, it's academic.
There's certainly room, I mean, to develop the stories more. I think these characters came along really nicely in this film.
I love the idea of starting, if we do another one, of Magneto killing Kennedy. You know, how the magic bullet sort of managed to ricochet and go through him in so many places, and sort of imagine Magneto just doing this and bullet killing him.
I'm actually quite curious to see what happens to Charles in the next one.
You see, the thing about Charles Xavier, right, is that he's technically the most powerful mutant in the world, right? So whatever bad is going down, he can just go, it's done, fixed it, right? So they spend quite a lot of the other movies like knocking him out, or locking him in a cupboard, or taking him out of the game somehow so that they can have drama. So fingers crossed we'll find a nice way to keep me in the film without sort of going after 40 pages, do you know what I mean?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed anyway, I know.
Who's with me?